chains, baby, tell the mood to change.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Yellow! Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now the man from Utah, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 27, Mahomes. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Levante David in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one on the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, getting the ball downfield, getting nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. This occurred they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
Line 90. Line 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Wilson on first down. It's complete to Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. You're able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football. That's why he was able to bat it away.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive in their plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them. And now, I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'll take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially to play like this one. 3rd down, they gave me underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today, and I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play at the tempo that put them in the spot where they're going to be able to conference.
Buying time to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. He works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just comes through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
He's able to add muscle in there as he pulls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
This is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a good route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. The guy has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 out of there for the offense draws.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held him to no gain.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will take it out for a Giant touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one was resulted in a touchdown. Had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. And then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
We got this.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing that, Wilson, first down. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. And down he goes. Reuben Foster in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a rush like that, I foul it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to screen soon.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out of fumble.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be looking to continue that trend. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Tyson O'Rourke. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, I have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. The Steelers on 4th down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Wilson, got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Giants. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back in this drive.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, and discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw is Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And the throw complete here to Williams. The 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyrell Williams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
And New York set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. A tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it. Now we're getting to the second level. They're picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Eventually able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. The ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than it is there. This is a weird way of doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And that'll make it third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense showed them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. On first down, Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up the crease so they can run.
Well, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. He's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him down.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a draw play for Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to walk through a deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Now, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Deion Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kenny Clark, his second sack of the night.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And it's complete. It says. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air. I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things they consider safe.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out again, here's Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson will throw underneath for Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good understeam going.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Wilson, 1st down. Open man, Arthega right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wilson. Incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop indeed not a good look. Here's Wilson. This is caught. And he he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Lead will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Wilson. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now a toss left. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. That makes it second and 9. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
When that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a bunch of defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here we go. It's good. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the other expression about slim and none? The slim just left town, and now
they're down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gives this out to Watkins. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He gives it to Sam's, complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 40 remaining. There's Wilson to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down. Back on the 35 line. Jalen Ferguson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Coleman. The 30. Comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a huge return as they take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys to scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along.